Hello there, very good afternoon. This is Lunchtime News on TV1. We are coming to you live and direct from News First Studios here in Colombo. Bringing you the news, I'm Tharusha Kumar Singha, and here are your headlines. Notices issued to the IGP and the former Defence Secretary to appear before court. An individual who offered a bribe to release the suspect of the National Tawheed Jamaat remanded. Shops in Ambalantota closed down in protest of a refugee group being brought to the area. 48 foreign nationals without a valid visa deported. Orders issued to hold another mayoral election in Turkey. In your lead story now, a person was arrested for attempting to bribe the Horopadana Police OIC to release a member of the National Tawheed Jamaat organization. Police said that the suspect had attempted to bribe 250,000 rupees to the OIC. The suspect was arrested this morning after the police OIC informed the officials of the Bribery Commission of the incident. The suspect is a resident of Mukkaragama, Horopadana. The arrested individual, a suspected member of the National Tawheed Jamaat organization, was produced before the Capitigol Lamb Magistrates Court and later remanded until the 14th of June. In your headline making news this afternoon, businessmen and traders in Ambalantota engaged in a silent protest today. The businessmen protested, claiming that there is an attempt by the government to settle a group of refugees from Pakistan in Ambalantota. Shops and private banks were closed in this manner. Police and army officers were deported to ensure the safety in the town. The Immigration and Emigration Department states that 48 foreigners who were without valid visas have been deported from the country. Media spokesperson of the Department of Immigration and Emigration, Gayan Milinder, said that 108 foreigners who overstayed the duration were arrested. Some of these people have been deported. During search operations held during the past week, 13 foreigners were arrested without visas and 8 among them were identified as Pakistani nationals. Media spokesperson of the Department of Immigration and Emigration, Gayan Milinder, further stated that another individual without a visa was arrested today from a hotel in Colombo. He said further investigations are currently being carried out. Now, 2 people have been arrested by the Sidua police during a search operation conducted yesterday in the area. The suspects had in their possession 1,116 military uniforms.
The clothing similar to Air Force uniforms were found while a lorry in Raddalugama was inspected. The driver of the lorry and his assistant were arrested in connection to the incident. Police stated that the clothing were being transported with no valid license. Additionally, 28 swords, a knife and 3 air rifles have been handed over to the Sidua police by the residents of the area.
Now, today is day 2 of the adjournment motion in Parliament on the security situation of the country. We will have a comprehensive report from the Parliament on our primetime English news bulletin at 9 tonight. In more local news, the Supreme Court today ordered to issue notice on former Defence Secretary Hemasree Fernando and Inspector General of Police Pujith Jayasundara to appear in court on the 21st of May. The order was made after a fundamental rights petition was filed with the Supreme Court, citing they were aware of the April 21st attacks and failed to take action.
The FR petition was filed by Saman Nandana Sirimanna from Vellavatta, a father who lost both his children in the suicide bomb attack on the Kochikade church. The petition notes legal action be taken against former Defence Secretary Hemasree Fernando and the IGP for being aware of the attacks and failing to take action. and they be punished. The Attorney General's Department today informed court it will not appear on behalf of former Defence Secretary Hemasiri Fernando and IGP Pujit Jayasundara.
Now, meanwhile, a drug dealer was sentenced to death by the Colombo High Court today.
The death sentence was imposed on a 24-year-old youth from Adarupu Street in Colombo. The suspect was arrested by the Police Narcotics Bureau on the 12th of March 2015. He was charged for the possession and trafficking of 402 grams and 250 milligrams of heroin. It was revealed in court that he had 34 grams and 75 milligrams of pure heroin in his possession.
Individuals have been arrested for heroin smuggling in raids carried out in various parts of the country. According to the police, the suspects have been arrested from Grand Pass, Dehiwala and Kohuwala. 16 grams of heroin.
Of late, several unscrupulous social media postings falsely depicting Shakti news presenters and anchors have been circulating amongst a select few individuals. These attempts to mislead the public and damage News First on Shakti by spreading fake news appear to be perpetrated by a few individuals who quite possibly are sponsored by those responsible for the carnage caused in Sri Lanka a few weeks ago. Serious allegations of political connivance by certain politicians have been widely levelled on the media. It could be that these politicians are now using their social media networks to muddy the water by sowing dissent and misinformation. Are those who spread false news also carrying out the instructions and vision of the same group of people who carried out the attack on the 21st of April? News First has been and will continue to report accurate and verified news using its many decades of solid experience. Audio clips and video footage that contain inaccurate and unverified material that could incite disharmony among the masses are being shared on social media. In this process, visuals have been illegally obtained from our live broadcast and edited using a different audio file containing false information. In other instances, visuals from international media have been obtained and been edited using audio files that contain false news, thereby attempting to incite racism and obtain short-term benefits at the expense of the general public. In a situation where the general public should be made aware of the situation of the country as it is, without understatements or exaggerations, it is questionable as to who provides support and cooperation to the perpetrators of these heinous acts of spreading rumours, false news and material that would create disharmony among the general public. The perpetrators who are concealing themselves behind the veil of social media and are carrying out these shameful acts should be and will be brought before the law. We would like to reiterate that News First can be viewed and accessed on our official media platforms as well as on our verified digital media platforms. We stand for the people's right to know and we stand for the accuracy of our news reports. We report, you decide.
And with that note, it's a wrap of lunchtime news for today. I do apologize for the technical glitches that we experienced in the bulletin. To revisit all those stories, log on to our website, that is www.newsfirst.lk. Bringing you the news, I'm Tharusha Kumar Singha. Your latest news update will come your way at 1:55. Until then, take care.